number 2 of the westknits MKAL. My name is Keiko, and this is my vlog of clue number 2. So it's currently Thursday, October 10th at 1:33 in the afternoon, and clue 2 was released earlier today. And Comet's gonna be very rude and not let me speak. What are you doing? She's down here. So, now maybe she'll let me talk. So for my westknits MKAL, I'm using Life in the Long Grass, the kit Rainy Weather, which was an official kit. These are my 2 colors. I'm also using the recommended needle size, which is US 4 3.5 millimeter, and I am using westknits needles. But my local, it's more of a fabric store, but they do have a little bit of yarn. Like they carry a lot of Noro yarn, which is really cool. But they, for the most part, carry westknits, and up until I've been shopping with them, I've mostly been a Chiaogu kind of needle person, but I'm really liking these wooden needles. So that's the base information of what I'm using, and this is my progress. So last week I was able to finish clue number 1, and it was funny because clue number 1, I didn't know that there was a 5th page until I got there, and so I thought I was done, but I wasn't. So that was kind of funny. And if you watched the first vlog too, you'll be very proud to know that I have woven in all of my ends. So we're starting nice and fresh and clean. I plan to do the mohair dare, and the mohair that I have picked out for that. So this mohair, I believe, could be pronounced Sysleriget, but it is a 72% mohair, 28% silk blend, and it's wonderful. And I got it in Copenhagen, and I believe that it will make a nice pop of color and also pop of fluff. So I'm excited to finally sit down. It's been a busy morning, and I'm going to jump into clue number 2. So looking at the abbreviations, it looks like there's some brioche, and if you don't know, my first experience with brioche was for the surprise sock along that happened this summer that Stephen West hosted, and I chose to do the brioche heel. So brioche is something that I've always wanted to learn, but just haven't. So this will be very interesting that there will be brioche, but I'm looking forward to it because it is something that I want to learn, because one of my dream projects that got me to start knitting and want to learn how to knit is a brioche cardigan. So this will be great practice. Other than all of the new to me brioche, nothing looks too scary. And a note to myself, there's 5 pages of pattern to work, so that way I don't get prematurely excited that I'm almost done with clue 2. So yeah, I think I'm going to definitely, sometimes I like to not start with the videos and only use the videos as a reference if I need to. But I think because it's brioche, I'm definitely going to have to start with the video. So I'm going to get the video turned on to my TV and just spend this afternoon working on the shawl. Later tonight I have an aerial class, and then right after the aerial class I'm going to watch a documentary and conversation with the director of the documentary, and it's about a chef who did crazy like cakes and techniques in a short period of time for a Met event, but it should be interesting. So I'm doing that after my aerial class tonight, so this is pretty much the only time today where I'm gonna get to like really sit in it and work on this. So let's get started.
Clue 2 is here. We're gonna have 2 options for clue 2, and this is the moment to incorporate your mohair dare.
Good morning. It's 8:37 on Friday, October 11th. So a quick update from last night. I've gotten 4 rows of the brioche done. I'm feeling pretty confident in it now. I think I understand the stitch and how it works, and I think I can tell if I'm doing something wrong or in the wrong spot. And I now totally get what people mean when they say it takes 2 rows to make 1 row of brioche. So very very cool. I'm just excited that I'm like learning a new technique and really like doing it, you know, because these rows are pretty long. So I'm just excited that I'm getting the hang of brioche and I'm making it be a not so scary technique. I did decide to hold my mohair double because he was saying if you want like a more fluffy look, that you should hold it, or that you can hold it double. And I also have 30 grams of this yarn, so I think I'll be able to get this section done with the contrast color, or with the mohair dare, and then hopefully have a little bit left over for a future mohair dare. Oh man, just dropping stitches here. I remember when I used to get like really scared about dropping stitches, but now that I know how to pick up stitches, it's not as scary as it used to be. Because before, when I used to not know how to pick up stitches, it was a lot more scary. Or not just pick up stitches, I mean like how to fix drop stitches. It was a lot more scary. But anyway, that's my last night's progress. Only 4 rows, but I've got a little bit of a busy day today, and I'm hoping that later I can go by a pumpkin patch and get some pumpkins. That would be really exciting. I'm also wearing my tessellated vest. So I made this last year. I believe the fluffy is fuwa frozen. And then the main color was the moonspun. My Jay's here eating breakfast. The main color is moonspun, dark spruce, and then the spin cycle color shifting yarn is dyed in the wool afternoon delight. So that is my tessellated vest. But yeah, so I'm hoping to go to a pumpkin patch today and get some more rows done. I think it's really ambitious, but it would be really cool if I could get the brioche section done, the first brioche section, and then I believe it's followed by another bubble section, but I tried to not look too far ahead. So that's my little project update for this morning, and hopefully I will have a check-in again later today. I did in fact get to go to my pumpkin patch, and I found quite a few pumpkins that I came home with. I thought it would be easier to do a voiceover because pretty much for the whole weekend I recorded a bit, but I just did not talk. So I'll just do a voiceover. But I really enjoyed the pumpkin patch. And then after the pumpkin patch, I stopped by a local winery and had a glass of wine while I worked on the MKAL. And that was very nice. And then Saturday afternoon, it was a really nice and sunny day, so I went and I got some hard cider. I got a glass of that, and then worked on my MKAL, got some nice sunshine, and then after the hard cider I got a glass of a non-alcoholic beverage that was a gin, and it was really tasty and really refreshing. And surprisingly, I did not get sunburned, so that is always a plus. And then Sunday was bath day for both Nala and Comet, funnily enough. And so they're both wet little animals. They're so cute though. And my progress on the shawl, made it through the first brioche section and the bubble section. Comet's being a goofy bird. I don't know what she's doing. Just attacking my collar. So after they took baths, we just spent the afternoon kind of hanging out, knitting, and they were both drying off. And then Monday afternoon, I went for a walk to a park, took a little picnic of quesadilla and refried beans, and worked on my project, and it was just a nice little outing to get some fresh air and some sunshine. So it's currently 5:49 in the evening on Wednesday, October 16th, and I do have some good news. I have finished clue number 2, and I'm also already working on editing the vlog. So, very exciting. I'm glad, I definitely could have finished clue 2 like Monday, but instead I took Monday night off. And also Tuesday night, I pretty much took off from knitting. So I had a few rows to do today, but I'm just very happy that clue 2's done. It was a clue. Like I mentioned earlier, this is like my first time truly doing brioche, because I did brioche heels for the surprise sock along, but you know, this is obviously a lot more brioche. And I did have some mistakes, but not like too bad. Like, I was able to keep like the knit stitch intact, but like there's contrast color that's supposed to go through the back. Like, I made a couple mistakes like that, but I was able to fix them enough to at least keep all of the vertical rows intact. Yeah. So you really can't tell, and I'm really proud of that. Giving me a lot more confidence in brioche knitting is so exciting. And also just like taking a step back to really just like appreciate this shawl and how far I've come and how nice it will look once I get to wear it. I'm very excited and very happy. I wish, and I did mean to weigh my yarn last week, but I forgot. So, a little recap for how much yarn I've used between Clue 1 and 2. I used 90 grams of the main color. I used 61 grams of the contrast color, and then of the mohair I used 25 grams. So I have 5 grams left over, and then this is funny. This is just like the tiniest wisp of mohair. So 5 grams of the mohair. I think he said there will be some more mohair accents optional to look forward to. So yeah, I think that's like all I have to say about the pattern. You know, like we did the bubbles. That was a new experience last week. And then brioche was new this week. And I've already, and I talked, recapped my experience brioche knitting. So yeah, I think this week was a fun week. I tried to get out, do a little more, get a little more knitting done rather than just sitting in the house knitting. So that was fun. I'm hoping next week I can plan some fun little outings to do. If you made it to this point in the vlog, thank you so much for making it to this point. Also, thank you for 200 subscribers. I think that's pretty cool that like I've only been posting videos for a couple months and I already have 200 subscribers. So if you're one of them, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Happy to be sharing my knit vlog content. If you enjoyed the video, I'd love a like too. And yeah, leave a comment, let me know what you're working on. And if you're working on the MKAL, how is it going for you? And like, would love to know what color choices you made, and if you're doing mohair dare or the eyelets. Like, there's so many ways for all of these shawls to be so different, so it's like really cool to hear. Also, if you've been participating too, would love to know how your hands are doing, because I've definitely been able to feel my hands get fatigued a lot quicker, I would say, than my normal knits. Because this is already a lot heavier than most things that I do. Like, mostly I'm just doing like socks or like tanks. But like, I feel like when I'm knitting this, especially when I'm purling, maybe I'm just not used to, or I just don't do enough purling, but like my left hand, because I knit with my left hand, so my left hand like really feels the purling motion, and it gets tired a little bit quicker. But that's why it's good that I took a couple nights off, so that way my hands could, you know, rest and I don't push too far. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week for Clue 3. Nala's here to say goodbye too, and comment. We have comment, of course. So Nala's here to say goodbye, and comment's here to say goodbye. So we will say goodbye, and we will see you next week for Clue number 3. Come here. Say goodbye, comment. Oh, thank you. Someday she'll start to say goodbye, comment. That will be fun.